Fat to Fit, day 127, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a pretty big day. I'm going to catch up today. This is our catch up day. I am like 4 or 5 videos behind. Unfortunately, I had the idea that I would make the videos like a day in advance and upload them then. This strategy has not really worked. It's made me less motivated to make the videos because I don't get the feedback from the videos the day after. Any kind of feedback I get from you guys is going to be like a day or two delayed, and it's made me kind of lose motivation with the channel a little bit. So I'm going to be catching up everything today, and I'm going to be doing everything, just releasing it the day I make it from now on. So some days it might be a little bit later than usual, my 9 p.m. time, but usually it'll be around that time. I'm going to try a little bit harder to do that. My life has been very, very chaotic recently, but luckily a lot of that has been solved, so I should be good. So yeah, expect like 5 videos today. 3 daily videos, 127, 128, and 129, which is today, and then 1 weekly video, which I think is week 18, and then also the month 4 video, which I'm like 9 days behind on because I didn't realize that, and I also didn't realize it until like a few days ago, so I'm very behind on that one. My apologies. But first order of business today, ladies and gentlemen, my hands. I know you're all dying to see them. You already saw them in the thumbnail, my masculine hands. As I said before, some 2 different people said that I had feminine hands. I don't think they think that anymore, guys. I got some masculine, roughed up hands. Pretty cool, but my hand is healing. This is the main one, to be honest. It is healing up. Got a bunch of blisters and all that. What I've been doing at work is I don't want dirt to get in it. So what I've been doing is I'll take like a big Band-Aid. I'll put it on there. I'll use tape. I'll tape up the Band-Aid around my hand so that it doesn't fall off or move around. And then I'll cover my hands in like 2 layers of gloves just so that sand and dirt doesn't get in them because, I'm a blue-collar worker. I work with my hands. I pick a bunch of stuff up. Tons of crap can get in there, so I really don't want it getting infected. Obviously, this is a pretty crazy open wound. I'm not used to having wounds like this, but basically, I've been doing that, and it's been working pretty well. I don't get any gross stuff in there, but unfortunately, the sweat from my hand, it stays in there, and it seems to kind of rub the protective, like, scab layer off of my hand as it forms, which is a bit of a shame, but I really don't have any alternative, so we're doing the best, we're doing the best we can here, basically. It is what it is. My hand will heal. Does it hurt? Yes, it hurts. It hurts. I've been trying to, usually after work, once I like wash it back out again, it's very dry, so I've been using some Neosporin to, wet it a little bit. Just not like a huge layer, but like a thin little layer of Neosporin. Makes it kind of wettish again, makes it, brings the humidity back so that it's not super dry, and I don't feel like tearing sensations in my hand whenever I move my thumb. My thumb is also pretty messed up, to be honest, because I've been compensating a lot by using other parts of my hand, and also I kind of tape my hand so that it stays sort of like this. I can't really extend my thumb beyond that because if I did, it would tear up the scab, basically. So my thumb has been pretty sore recently. I'm trying to stretch it out and get it back to normal, but it is a little bit sore. Don't expect any push-up videos for the foreseeable future, guys. I hope you understand. So I considered maybe doing it on my fists, which I do also kind of want to learn, but still, it does kind of tear it up a little bit, so I'm going to stay off my hands for a little bit. Another thing is that you're thinking like, hey, maybe I could do some cardio, which I would really like to do. My ankle has been feeling good. I've been giving it a lot of rest for like 2 weeks or so. I haven't felt any pains in it for like a week, week and a half. I could probably start running again. I'm going to play it a little bit safe and give it at least a few more days just to heal. As I said before, you guys are, it felt like it could be what a stress fracture is defined as. Few people said that what I described sounded like that because they had it before and they knew from experience. So I gave it a lot of rest, and I'm going to give it a little bit more rest just so that I'm sure it's back, and then we'll build back into doing cardio slowly over time. I'm not going to go crazy with the weighted vest right out the gate like I did before. I'm not just going to throw 60 pounds in it and then hit the street. That's not going to happen anymore. I'm going to play it a little bit more smart next time. So we'll start off with maybe like 8 to 16 pounds, or I always forget what denomination is it. I think it's denominations of 6, so I would do like 6 to 12 pounds, and then maybe a week or 2 later I up it, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, I want to start doing cardio like at least 2, maybe 3 days a week. Same thing for weightlifting. I want to do weightlifting at least twice a week. Doing compound lifts. I also want to incorporate new types of calisthenics into my workouts as well. I really want to get back into working out once my hand is healed, which is going to take at least probably another week or 2 because it's a pretty gnarly, pretty gnarly messed up hand. But my feet should probably be good in the near future, so I can finally get back to cardio like I really want. As for my diet, obviously I haven't really been following my diet for at least several days now. I'm recording this video 2 days after 127. Day 127 was on March 6th. It is currently March 8th, so I'm sort of going off of memory for this, but basically I haven't been following my diet, including today, so expect the next 3 daily videos to have a big fat zero in there, unfortunately, but I plan on tomorrow, which is day 130, I believe, to get back on track, and then we can finally lose the rest of that weight. We only got like 20 to 25 pounds left, so we just got to shave that bloat off in like a few days, and we'll get back to track again. So I weighed in this morning at 100, well, not really this morning, but I weighed in that morning at 189.0 pounds. This is a little bit more bloat than you'd expect. I had a bunch of pizza, so I was more bloated. Spoiler alert, the weight goes down in the remaining 2 days, so it's actually not that high. It's okay. I'm just bloated up like 5 pounds or so. I can lose it again. It's not that big a deal. I had 8 hours and 15 minutes worth of sleep, which is more than recently. I have been very tired recently because I've been forgoing a lot of sleep. This has definitely been messing me up, so this is something I got to work on for sure. Luckily, I will have time to do that. I actually had 0 grams of creatine. You know it's bad when I'm not even doing the creatine, guys. I didn't do the creatine for the day before yesterday or yesterday, so 127, 128. I didn't do the creatine. Today's 129. I will do the creatine. Scout's honor, I promise. But yeah, I was actually so lazy I wasn't even doing that. And I also haven't really been recording how much I've been drinking, obviously, but I estimate it's like about a half a gallon I drank that day. So yeah. Rest day, obviously, I need to give my hand time to heal. Still letting my ankle heal, just in case. I'm trying to baby everything, and then I'm just gonna estimate that I had about 6,000 calories each of these days. It's probably less than that, but I say go big or go home. So I guess that's a fair estimate. Whatever. Yeah. So that's basically it for this day. For day 127. Sorry, it's kind of spotty. I'm recalling this like 2 days afterwards, so it is what it is. Apparently, this day is I watched season 3, episode 7 of Invincible. It was pretty sweet. I liked it. It's probably my favorite episode of the show. And I also watched the first 2 episodes of the new Daredevil series, which is awesome. I really liked the Daredevil and the Punisher series on Netflix back in the day. So I really didn't expect anything from this, but it seems like they're kind of starting it off kind of cool. So if you're a fan of that series, you might actually like it. It's got some good cinematography in it. So the CGI is complete garbage, to be honest, but hopefully there's not too much of that. They killed off a major character right away, which kind of annoyed me, to be honest, and I almost just stopped watching right there, but I gave it a chance, and I guess I kind of understand why they did it for a narrative reason, but it is what it is. I kind of liked it, and I'm actually cautiously optimistic. I hope they do the rest of the series good, but it's Disney, so I don't expect very much. Let's be honest, I'm not a fan of the mouse. But yeah, I didn't write a fat pun today because I'm lazy. I must have ate that section of my note, and my notepad is actually almost gone, so that's pretty crazy. We're gonna start the 3rd notepad soon, so look forward to that. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in 1 hour for day 128 or month 18 or excuse me, month 4 or week 18, whatever I decide to do next. Thank you for watching. Peace.